guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to a random lifestyle vlog. If you're new here, this channel is all about beauty that includes skincare, makeup and fragrances, and today we are going to talk about fragrances. So today I'm going to show you my little kind of recent fragrance haul. I obtained these fragrances in like all different ways. I did purchase like one of them specifically. I wanted this particular fragrance and I bought like a fragrance set, and then I also bought like a beauty box that contained one of the fragrances. So today I'm going to talk a little bit more about each of these three fragrances. So the fragrance I'm going to start with is the Shen Blue limited edition fragrance, and this is Dark Amber Pomegranate. So this fragrance is a gender neutral. It just works both for men and women, and there's like literally nothing about it that kind of leans any specific way. It's a really pretty, warm and spicy, a little bit fruity scent. I think this is such a great fragrance for winter and autumn. It's quite like dark and deep, but it's also very warm as well. We have those spices. Do you know what? Let me just read you the notes. So at the top note, there's only one top note, and this is pomegranate, then a heart note of cardamom and clove, and then we have just one base note, and this is dark amber. And it literally smells like that. It's very kind of rich, warm, spicy fragrance with a little bit of fruitiness, but that fruitiness is very autumnal and wintry, I would describe it. I think this is a perfect day to night fragrance as well. I mean, days around this time of the year are so short anyway, so to be honest, I would just wear it anytime. I really like it. And I also really like the fact that this is so unisex, and I kind of really like that vibe around this time of the year. As for the lasting power, it is pretty good. It's not insane though, it's just good. And the sillage I would describe as moderate. Okay, let's move on to the second fragrance of my haul, and this is Choy, and this is Rose Natural Intense. So this is what it looks like. And to be honest, this is something I wouldn't have purchased by myself, like, you know, just like that, because of the rose natural thing in the name. I would kind of imagine this fragrance to be like a very fresh rose centered. I received this fragrance in a beauty box though, and I was very pleasantly surprised. So let's talk about this fragrance now. So here's the bottle. And what is interesting, when you check on Fragrantica, the first accord that is mentioned is woody. So this is mostly a woody fragrance with some rose. So that changes my whole perception, and that's why I actually like this fragrance more than I expected. I usually choose woodsy fragrances over like purely floral ones, and rose, I have this like love-hate relationship with rose. Sometimes I really like it. I really like this kind of jammy Middle Eastern rose, but fresh rose, not always. So let me just give you the notes first. So the top notes here are neroli and bergamot. Then we have middle notes of rose and oak tree, and then base notes of sandalwood and cedar. So as you can see, there are lots of like woodsy notes over here. So this is going to be mostly a woodsy fragrance. I love it about that. So this is interesting because I find this fragrance slightly powdery. I mean, sandalwood sometimes can be a little bit powdery. I feel like there's almost like a certain greenness in it. There are like no proper green notes here. We have some of those kind of like uplifting neroli or bergamot notes, but there's nothing really that green. But I think this composition altogether gives me this powdery greenness. The woodiness here is not like super heavy. This is not your heavy, smoky, woody, autumnal or wintry fragrance. This is definitely much more suitable for like spring or summer. So the woodsy notes here are very kind of nicely balanced with the other notes. You can definitely detect this fresh rose here, but I think it's so nicely balanced with neroli and bergamot, so it's not like too overpowering. All in all, I do think this is a really nicely balanced fragrance, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to wear this quite a lot in springtime. This is not one of those fragrances that has this massive sillage. This is not one of those fragrances that will fill the room when you enter, but to be honest, that's probably what I expected from it. Kind of knew that this scent will stay a little bit closer to your skin, so that's not really a disappointment or anything like that. I actually like it more than I expected, and as I said, this is not the type of fragrance I would just buy, but now that I have it, I'm actually really happy about that. Okay, and I think I left the best fragrance for last. This is Libre, and this is their Le Parfum version. So I think this one was released last year-ish, and to be honest, I was not really convinced whether I should buy it or not. I do have the Eau de Parfum, and I do have Eau de Parfum Intense, and you know what, there are differences between these two fragrances I just mentioned, but I wouldn't say they are big enough to justify buying another fragrance that's going to be that close. And for some reason I had an impression that this fragrance, Le Parfum, is going to be pretty similar. But then I had a little bit closer look at the notes and I was like, you know what, I'm going to take that risk and buy this fragrance. And first of all, I really love how dark the juice is. I don't know why, but I always like when the juice is really dark. So let's have a look at the notes, since I already told you that literally reading them convinced me to buy it. So top notes here are ginger, saffron, and I love saffron. I actually really like ginger too, but saffron, oh my god. Then we have mandarin orange and bergamot. Then we have middle notes of orange blossom and lavender, which was kind of to be expected. And then we have base notes of bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and vetiver. And I love so many things about this fragrance. Looking at the notes, I love honey based fragrances, I love saffron, I love ginger, the bourbon vanilla, tonka, and then this kind of Libre combination of lavender and orange blossom. So I knew I would love this fragrance, and I was 100% right. I mean, this fragrance is so much up my alley. I just love it. This is just so good. I think this is the sexiest, the most indulgent version so far. It's just so beautiful. Is there a point of buying this fragrance if you have Eau de Parfum and Eau de Parfum Intense? I don't know, but this is so good that I definitely don't regret buying it. It's just the best version in my personal opinion. It definitely feels thicker and sweeter than previous version. It does feel very feminine compared to the previous fragrances. We definitely have like a lot of this original DNA here, so I mean, no one should have any doubts that this is Libre, but oh my god, this fragrance is just so good. I love how pronounced a honey note here is, that saffron, ginger, they make everything a little bit like fancier and sexier. And this has a really lovely lasting power and also a really good sillage. I really love this fragrance, and this is definitely my number one from today's haul. Okay guys, have you tried any of these scents? If so, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. For more fragrance related videos, check these ones over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care, bye!